Welcome back everyone, Jose21 Crisis here, and today we're playing some more Tom Clancy's HAWX. Last time around we helped a team of ghosts. We helped Captain Scott Mitchell, captain at the time, to, completing one of the missions in Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. And as it happened, that was our last mission as part of the HAWX squadron, as well as the last mission of the high altitude warfare experimental squadron. Yeah, I got it right for once. Of the high altitude experimental squadron, and they were disbanded, we were discharged, and we are now part of a PMC, Artemis Global Security, which you saw at the end of the previous episode. This time around, we're headed to Algeria to defend a refinery from one of our clients from a rogue neighboring state who has hired PMC forces to attack it. So, some fighters, some bombers, some helicopters, lots of ground forces, and some anti-air defenses. So, in theory, the plane that we're gonna need is a plane that is very good against ground forces, so an attacker, and it can do some dogfighting as well, thanks to the fighters. Probably has to be a decent interceptor to the bombers as well. So, let's head in there. 4 months later.
Welcome to your new life, David. I'm Adrian DeWinter, CEO of Artemis Global Security. We're glad that you and the other members of HAWX Squadron have decided to accept our offer of employment. Artemis operates under the private military treaty set by the Reykjavik Accords of 2012. We're considered an extraterritorial legal entity with a mandate to operate all around the world. Artemis is still a small corporation, but we are conducting negotiations with prestigious clients interested in our military expertise and first-rate equipment. Now let me introduce you to Colonel Bruce. He'll be your direct operations supervisor and make sure you get all the information you need.
Hello, Crenshaw. I'm Colonel Bruce, Artemis's flight operations supervisor. I'm sure you and I will work very well together, if you're as good as you claim to be. I'm temporarily assigning you command of your former squadron. We'll decide after the mission if you get to keep that position permanently. For your first mission, I'm sending you to the Middle East. We've been contracted by a client in the Persian Gulf to ensure the security of its oil industry assets. Your mission is to protect the refinery complex at Al Hudn from possible attack by one of our client's many enemies. We're expecting great things from you and your men, Crenshaw. Don't disappoint us.
So yeah, Operation Adder is about the defense of a refinery. Of course, this version of the playthrough is on hard difficulty. We will receive full ammo and we will take higher damage. The other playthrough, which is with full planes, whatever plane I want, it's gonna be played on elite difficulty where we take less ammo and it will take realistic damage. And depending on how this playthrough is received, I might do something else in which I increase damage to the point where a single missile from anything will take me down, kind of like Ace of Aces in Ace Combat, but that is way in the future. This is hard difficulty, on a fresh save. Something you can see is that we have plenty planes that we shouldn't have, mostly because I'm using a mod that allows the DLC planes in this game, but the planes we are actually supposed to have are this Su-25 Frogfoot, which is the thing that we're gonna be using. Not this one. The MiG-25 Foxbat and the MiG-21 Fishpet. The Fishpet is a very good fighter. Well, it's a decent fighter. Pretty much all around the stats. The only problem is that it's pretty unstable, but that is not a concern right now. We have the Foxbat, which it says it's a multi-role, but considering that speed, it is an excellent interceptor. It was designed for that. But the one we're gonna be using is this thing right here, the Su-25 Frogfoot, which is our ground support plane, has high payload. It is comparable to the A-10, to the A-10 Thunderbolt. The difference is that the Thunderbolt is a gun with a plane around it. This thing is look at that many hardpoints. It can mount an absurd amount of ammunition. Sadly, this one being hard difficulty, this one being the fresh save, we will not be able to use those hardpoints because we only have the basic loadout, which is a bunch of standard missiles. We have some other loadouts that we won't be seeing on this playthrough, but for the elite difficulty one, I'm going to be using this thing, the Su-35 Frogfoot, which is basically the Navy version of the thing, and it has a lot of weapons, but that is the other version. This is this version with the Su-25, so let's get into it. HAWX, by its very nature, is basically a tutorial all of the time. Like, except in the final few missions, it is nearly always a tutorial. As you can see, brake to make tighter turns, mission objective protect. So our objective is basically to prevent enemies entering the perimeter around the refinery. That is what protect objectives are. There's an area that you have to prevent the enemies from getting into, be they ground targets or air targets. Well, bombers most of the time, because at times there can be fighters, but those fighters usually don't pose much of a problem to the protect objective. But anyway, we just wait for this thing to load, and we can start the defense of this little refinery. It's about to load. At times when it lags like that, it's because it's nearly ready to fully load. Not this time around. There we go. It's loaded. Al Hudun Refinery Complex, March 23, 2015.
Reaper Flight, this is Flight Operations. This is your first real assignment, so we'll be closely monitoring your performance. Your main mission objective is to protect the Al Hudun Refinery Complex below. The refinery should be outlined on your HUD now. Our client has already lost 2 refineries to attacks from the rogue state to the west. We have solid intel that a major attack on the Al Hudun complex is imminent. They're going to have to get through us first. Our client has evacuated all civilian personnel from the combat zone, so you are weapons free. Engage targets at will.
Reaper Flight, this is Oracle. I'll be your HAWX support for this mission.
Copy, Control. We're now at Nav Point Charlie, eyes on the industrial complex. It's good to know we've got somebody looking out for us, Oracle. I'm Casper. The ugly dude flying on my left wing is Talon.
I have you on my scopes flying combat air patrol bearing 135 at 50 miles. No threats in your area at this time. Stand by for orders from flight ops.
So while we have some silence, just gonna change that to English because I thought it was already set in English units, but apparently it was not. Right, so here we are. This is the Al Hudun Refinery Complex.
Here's where your wingmen earn their pay, Crenshaw. You're gonna need all the help you can get. You can order them to attack enemy planes or have them cover your tail if you're in trouble.
Right, so now we have full control of our teammates, and they are absurdly fast.
Ground forces approaching the Al Hudun facility from 180. Looks like they're trying to establish a perimeter and force their way in.
Copy, Command. Shut them down.
Yeah, they have full acceleration, maximum acceleration all of the time, so you can just tell them to attack and they will instantly go forward to attack.
Enemy attack helicopters are inbound on the refinery. They're supporting the ground attack.
Copy, Oracle. Engaging the helos.
Yeah, we're gonna have the dudes destroy those tanks while I take down the helicopters. And I shouldn't...
Use your TAC map to maintain tactical awareness over the combat zone.
Yeah, thank you.
Incoming hostiles away from the refinery.
Targets in gun range.
Dang it.
That's a kill.
The controls haven't been switched to my proper setup, but we'll figure it out. Oh, don't fight like that.
Weapon locked. Target destroyed.
Where is it? There it is. Nope. Don't shoot like that because you're not gonna hit.
Reaper Lead, I've got a flight of ground attack planes exiting the canyons and approaching the refinery.
Okay, this isn't
at high
working.
speed. They are priority
What am I doing?
targets.
Those fighter bombers are top of the line. These guys do business.
That might work. It did work.
That.
Okay, please destroy those targets while I deal with these bombers. Where are they?
Roger, Shade. Engaging.
Yeah, do engage those tanks, because those tanks are gonna reach the perimeter before the bombers. Look at the thing. Flying over the bombers now, so should engage them.
Copy. Engaging.
Hit the tanks.
Watch still tracking.
Enemy aircraft shot down.
Target and
obvious issue with this Su-25, it's slow as hell. It's slow as all hell.
We've got incoming attack planes and bearing 0, 0.
No, those are mine.
Closing in on the refinery. Vector on the bandits and intercept.
Engaging now. Over.
You can get those.
I'm picking up another enemy ground unit heading
There
for
they
the
are.
refinery.
Yeah, I get these bombers, you get the other ground target.
Good luck. Fire well.
And the reason why you are put in this low-ass plane dealing with targets all over the map is to tell you, hey, you cannot achieve everything yourself, at least not right now, so use your teammates. Didn't hit? Okay. Okay, we can fix that. You can go down, thank you.
Good shot, flight lead. Heads up, Reaper flight.
More
I'm picking up
helicopters,
another
good.
flight of enemy helos heading your way.
Take down that AA gun. That isn't a good thing. One of the great things about this game is that, take out that tank too, is that it has a cockpit view, and it is pretty damn well detailed for a game this old. I enjoy it, but the view isn't that good, so I'm just gonna stick with the outside view if you don't mind. I do mind that you dudes... Okay, you did take them out. Okay, good. I was gonna talk bad things about you, but you did take out the targets. Okay, we're getting a bit overwhelmed here.
Checking weapon. That's a kill.
This helicopter's not gonna be that big of an issue.
Good hit, boss.
There we go. I'm gonna take down these tanks now.
If we don't get a handle on this quick, we're gonna be overwhelmed.
Don't worry, we'll get this.
Showing clean separation.
Oh, AA guns.
Got a flight of ground attack planes
Oh,
exiting the
fantastic.
canyons and approaching the refinery at high speed. They are priority targets.
Those fighter bombers are top of the line. These guys mean business.
Okay, these guys finally wisen up and realize that they can bring AA guns, and they are pretty annoying. Have pretty damn good range, as you can see. There's another set around there. They are. Gotta be careful with those because, well, they don't do that much damage, but in elite difficulty, they're gonna be a bit of a concern. Especially if I get hit with a missile, which I'm planning to not get hit by many missiles. Like I told you, those are the AA guns. Look at that fire. It's pretty damn long range. Fortunately, they don't shoot from that far off, and you can actually dodge it because it is pretty slow. Shoot this dude down with the missiles. Was gonna use the cannon, but that's too slow. Nearly works out in the end, but you know what? Dudes, destroy that tank. And this tank right here. No, that AA gun, I mean. Let's do my part as well. Let's take down this AA gun. These are all AA guns, dang it.
Target confirmed destroyed.
Reaper lead. I'm picking up another flight of attack planes heading for the refinery. Good launch.
Got a direct hit
Okay,
on the ground
retreat.
target, Captain. That's another one down. They're starting to feel the heat now.
Retreat. Retreat. That thing is gonna shoot at me, but it's fine.
Roger.
Take it down, actually. Revenge. Some of the dudes are about to enter the perimeter. It's fine. As long as the refinery has held, we will successfully complete the mission. It's sad that we don't have guns, like other weapons, I mean. But you will see how easy this mission can be when you have the appropriate weapons. Refinery not losing health yet, but it will in a moment. Don't worry, we got this.
Good luck. Fire well.
They're taking major losses. Let's keep up the pressure.
I'm really bad with the gun in this game.
The aircraft shot
There we
down.
go. Now, those. Those before they can actually start damaging the refinery. Especially the tanks, because they are the ones that can actually damage the refinery, I think.
Weapon deployed.
The enemy forces can't keep up much longer. They'll have to back off soon.
The enemy
Whoa,
taking
careful.
serious losses, Reaper Lee. They can't keep this up much longer.
Okay, those
The
ones.
refinery perimeter is cleared this time. Watch it, Reaper Lee. Enemy tanks are getting close to the refinery.
Don't worry, we'll deal with this. No, you won't. No, you won't.
Target locked.
Did I get it? I did.
Go get him.
Okay,
This
okay,
is Oracle.
enough.
All remaining enemy forces are retreating. I repeat, all enemy forces are retreating. I don't think they'll be back anytime soon.
Looks like these guys had enough, boss. Look at them run. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm doing that for the experience, not for because I want to do war crimes, even though this isn't a war. Anyway,
Not so fast, Reapers. I've still got bandits on my scope. This fight isn't over yet. I'm picking up a flight of bombers with escorts at 270, approaching fast. They're lining up for a bomb run on the refinery. Those planes weren't retreating. They were clearing a path for those bombers to make their run. If those planes get through, they'll level the complex. Keep those bombers away from the facility no matter what. Understood?
Major Lima Charlie, we're rolling it now.
Reaper
Right,
flight,
so
the
we're gonna
bombers
take-
are your primary targets. Watch out for their escorts. They'll engage you as soon as you get close.
Copy that, Oracle. We'll take out the bombers ASAP.
so we're gonna take this heavy-ass Su-25 Frogfoot and we're gonna make it dogfight against MiG-21s. Everyone strapped in because this is gonna be really, really fun. I'm gonna send my dudes to cover me, actually. Time to dogfight, boys.
Enemy dead ahead.
Reaper flight, be advised. Enemy bombers will reach the
Got one?
refinery in 3 minutes.
Not the freaking bombers. I want to take out the...
Bombers get through, it'll level the whole complex.
Come on.
Stop them before they get
Come on.
within range.
That works. Get the MiG-21.
Enemy escorts are engaging, Reaper flight. Look alive.
Nope.
Target's in gun range.
That's gonna get him. He's down. That is a concern.
Better get your heavy engaged.
Oh, thank you.
Better getting all the kills.
Okay, is that everyone? Pretty sure that's every fighter, so let's take out the bombers. You go for the left, I go for the right. The bombers are typically more resistant than your standard fighter plane, and they will take 4 missiles to go down, as you will see by my dudes shooting at that bomber, and it not going down. Didn't go down.
Confirmed kill.
Now it went down. I think that didn't lock on. No, it did.
In 2 minutes.
No, it didn't.
Box kill. Headshot. Just 2 bombers remaining.
Take it down. Got it.
Only 1 bomber left. Take it
On
down.
you, boys.
One of your guys has racked up another kill.
Good job.
Waiting for your job next.
That's the last of
Yes,
the bombers,
yes.
Chief. Oracle, what's the word? Is the refinery safe?
The refinery's in good shape, Reapers. Say again, the refinery's okay. Bravo Zulu. It looks like they're retreating for real this time. All hostiles are increasing speed and exiting the combat zone.
Yeah, not bad for a bunch of old school fighter jockeys. Oracle, are we bandit free?
Reaper flight, this is Oracle. My
Course
scopes
we
are
are.
clear. Head on back to the barn.
Understood, Oracle. We're coming home. So what do you
That
think,
went well.
Jasper? You like flying for a PMC better than the Air Force? Are you kidding? Artemis pays us twice as much as Uncle Sam, and that's not counting the performance bonuses. Yeah, I could seriously get used to this.
Reaper flight, this is flight operations. Your mission is complete. You're clear to return to base at this time.
Roger that, Flight Ops. We're RTB at this time.
And return to base we will. Mission complete. Mission complete, I said. Thank you. Successful. Whatever. And we got a little replay of us dogfighting against the MiG-21s. Didn't use ERS on this one because I never got the chance to actually use it. And fighting with ERS is a bit slower than standard dogfighting. And it doesn't always work, as we will see in future episodes as well. But pretty simple mission of taking a freaking tank off a plane and trying to make it dogfight. And, well, trying to make it jump from half the map to the other half, which it really isn't made for that, but we made it work. So, what do we get? We make it to level 3. Plenty kills. We make it to level 4. What did we unlock? We unlock Cobalt, a Cobalt map, which is the next mission. We unlock the F4G, which, mostly because we completed this mission, we will usually unlock the plane that we will use on the next mission by completing a mission. So for example, you can see, the mouse is there. Cobalt map, that is the next mission, and F4G, that is the next plane we're gonna be using. But since I leveled up to level 3, we unlock also the A7B, which is neat. But that will be it for this episode. We successfully defended the refinery, and now I wonder what we'll be doing in next episode. We will be doing another assault, but this one, hopefully we get a faster plane than the Su-25, because that thing is slow as molasses. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next mission.